All right. Welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody. I promised you 20 minutes, and I'm 20 minutes right on the nose. All right. I had my steak fajita. It was good. All right. Time now for our third game of our triple header here this afternoon. Next up, we have the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The 49ers at 4-3, the Bengals at 5-2. The Bengals first place at the moment in the AFC Central. The 49ers currently in first place in the NFC West. Big game for both teams. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please remember once again to like and subscribe. Please do so if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching this game on YouTube, join us live on Twitch Monday through Thursday starting at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. On Saturdays starting at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. And on Sundays starting at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. We'd love to see you here with us watching these games live. All right, let's head out to Cincinnati for this one. The 49ers and the Bengals here at Jammin' Sports. Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. It's the 49ers and the Bengals. And welcome into another NFL broadcast here at Jammin' Sports. The 4-3 49ers, the 5-2 Bengals, a battle between two first-place teams in their respective divisions. And both these teams have the second-place teams breathing down their neck. The Bengals will get the ball first. We're underway. Fielded by Tyler at the 2-yard line over the 15-20, 25-30. And Tyler brings it all the way out to the 36-yard line, number 81. That's Corey Tyler, the second-year receiver out of Florida. Starting quarterback, Michael Nolan, in his 11th year out of Army. The AFC Central right now, the Bengals are at 5-2. They are currently tied for first place with the Colts, who are also 5-2. And Pittsburgh, one game back at 4-3. So this is a big game for Cincinnati. However, for the 49ers, they're 4-3. The Saints are 4-4, a half game back. And the Cardinals and the Falcons are both 1.5 games back. First and 10 from the 36-yard line. Nolan back, throws to the near side, incomplete. Looking for Eric Granger out of the backfield. Let's take a look at the Bengal offense. Up front, McHale, Hall, Cousins, Simmons, and Andrews. And then it's Curtis, Rose, Granger, Austin, and Mosley. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Cincinnati at their own 36. Opening drive of the ball game. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan takes the snap. Nolan rolls out. Nolan throws back across to Granger, and Eric Granger gets out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 9. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. Eric Granger, the rookie out of UCLA. On the tackle, number 58, Thomas Gaithers, in his second year out of San Diego State. 3rd and 1 for the Bengals. At their own 45, 4 receivers set wide. Nolan in the shotgun, hands off to Granger. Granger, I don't think, got there. Big hit, big stick by number 94, Kerry Palmer, in his 8th year out of Louisiana Lafayette. In fact, no, he did not get it. The 49ers stopped the Bengals from getting the first down. And the Bengals are going to have to punt. John Ryan, in his 14th year out of Tennessee, back to punt, gets the punt away. And that's going to go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. And that's where San Francisco will take over, led by their starting quarterback, Clayton Rigsby, in his 6th year out of Memphis. So the Bengals have to punt on their opening drive. And now the 49ers will get it for the first time. A huge game for both teams when you look at the standings at their respective divisions. Schedule and standings are down below in the panels. Just check it out. On 1st and 10, Rigsby under center. Rigsby, and he gets nailed as soon as he handed off the ball to Chuck Foreman coming in, number 23. That's Kerwin Walls, the free safety, comes in on a safety blitz and nails Chuck Foreman as soon as he gets the handoff. Any sooner he could have took the handoff. A loss of 4 yards, back to the 12-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 14. Nice defensive play for Cincinnati. Evil Dead's got the Bengals -2 in this one. Rigsby, hands off, no, play action looking, throws, he gets batted down, incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 14. Here's the 49er offense up front. Clemens, Milton, Page, McGee, and Burchett. And then it's Armstrong, Jefferson, Foreman, Mitchell, and Baker. This is the first of the late afternoon games in Week 8, the 4 o'clock games. Early games are all over. Now it's the late games. 3rd and 14 from the 12-yard line. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby drops back. Rigsby looking, throws outside. Caught by Foreman. Tackled immediately for a 1-yard loss back to the 11-yard line. On the tackle, Trey Cook, the rookie out of South Carolina. The 49ers now have -6 yards total offense on their first drive. Not a good start for the 49ers. And San Francisco is going to have to punt. Jackson Dawson, in his 4th year out of Texas A&M, will come in to punt for San Francisco. Snap, kick is away. Fielded by Cooper at the 35, and Cooper brings it back to the 40-yard line. Steve Cooper in his 2nd year out of Stephen F. Austin. 1st and 10 Bengals. They'll get it for the 2nd time at their own 40-yard line. We're live from Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week number 8 here at Jammin' Sports. The 3rd game of our triple header. First and 10 from the 40-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan drops back. Throws outside. And is caught at the 40-yard line by Isaac Curtis. Nope, incomplete. Incomplete. Here's the 49er defense. Henderson, Dronette, Palmer, and Jones up front. They play a 4-3. Linebackers, Hubbard, Walter, and Wembley. And the secondary for San Francisco, Brookings, Clark, Black, and Morgan. They rolled that incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Cincinnati at their own 40-yard line. The Bengals' 2nd possession of the game. They had to punt on their opening drive. Nolan in the shotgun on 2nd down. Nolan drops back. Dumps it off to Austin, and Nick Austin out to the 49-yard line. The 8th-year tight end out of Texas. Good for 9 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter, no score. 3rd and 1, right about where they were last time when the 49ers got the stop. 3rd and 1 in the I formation. Nolan hands off to Rose this time. And Marcus Rose gets 3 yards out to the 48. And that'll be a Bengal first down. The second year back out of the University of Washington, Marcus Rose. Coming up on 5 minutes left to play the first quarter. 1st and 10 Bengals from the San Francisco 48. Nolan in the shotgun. Hands off to Granger. And Granger gets a yard out to the 47. Eric Granger, the running back. Palmer on the tackle again. It'll be 2nd and 9. Granger, the rookie out of UCLA. The Bengals have a nice 1-2 punch now with Granger and Rose at running back. It's good to have. The Giants have a nice 1-2 punch with Johnson and Johnson. Nolan back on 2nd and 9, incomplete. Pressure forced him to throw that early. It'll bring up 3rd and 9 at the 49er 47 yard line. We're in the first quarter. On 3rd and 9. 4 receivers set wide. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan draws back. Throws downfield. Caught by Jackson. Singa. Touchdown. Bengals. Tyler Jackson. 47 yards and the touchdown. In his 5th year out of West Virginia. As soon as you caught it, you knew he was gone. A 47-yard touchdown catch by Tyler Jackson. And the Bengals take a 6-0 lead. And now Luke Jones will come on for the extra point. Snap kick is up, and it's good. Bengals lead at 7-0. 4:17 left to play. Here in the first quarter, live from Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio, week number 8, here at Jammin' Sports. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. I guess everybody's watching college football today. Our attendance today has been sparse. Oh well. Luke Jones will kick out. Fielded by Gordon at the 2-yard line over the 15-20. And Gordon brings it out. Eric Gordon, the rookie out of Texas, out to the 26-yard line. First down, 49ers. My steak fajita was good, by the way, with rice and all that good stuff. It was good. Misty knows what I like. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. 49ers will take it now for the second time, down 7-0. Clayton Rigsby, their quarterback, in his 6th year out of Memphis. 49ers in the I formation. Rigsby to Foreman around the outside, and Chuck the Truck gets out to the 31-yard line, a gain of 5. Let's take a look at the Bengal defense. They play a 4-3. Langford, Jordan, Green, and Browner up front. The linebackers, Brazil, Walters, and Phillips. And the secondary for the Bengals, Hall, Taylor, Smith, and Lawrence. The Bengals lead at 7-0. San Francisco has it, 2nd and 5, at their own 31-yard line. 3:50 and counting here in the first quarter. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby drops back, throws inside to Armstrong. And Vince Armstrong, in his 4th year out of Miami, out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 7 and a 49er first down. .325 and counting here in the first quarter. The Bengals scored on a 47-yard touchdown pass. And the pass was to Tyler Jackson. Foreman on the carry. All the way out to the 48-yard line. A 10-yard gain for Chuck Foreman. And another San Francisco first down. Chuck Foreman in his 13th year out of Miami. You don't see many running backs go 13 years. But Chuck the Truck, he keeps himself in pretty good shape. First and 10, 49ers at their own 48. Under 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. Rigsby under center. Rigsby, play action, rolls out, dumps it off to Mitchell. Pete Mitchell out to the 47-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 6. Pete Mitchell in his 14th year out of UCLA. The longtime Kansas City tight end. He spent 12 years with the Chiefs. He spent 1 year with the Chargers last season. And now he's on the 49ers. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 47. San Francisco into Cincinnati territory. I think we have an injury timeout. Now we're ready to go. 2:42 left to play in the first quarter. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby back. Throws down the middle and it's incomplete. And that was broken up by number 33, Kerwin Walls, the 7th-year safety out of Penn State. Knocking that ball down.
Bye.
Are you leaving? Okay. Misty's leaving to go pick up Gracie. On 3rd and 6 at the Bengal 47-yard line. Rigsby in the shotgun, 4 receivers wide. Rigsby back, throws underneath to Carnes, and Gerald Carnes to the 42. He got just enough. First down, 49ers at the Bengal 42-yard line. Gerald Carnes, the 4th-year receiver out of UCLA. Leon Hall came up and made the tackle, the 13th-year defensive back out of Michigan. 2:20 and counting here in the first quarter. First and 10, San Francisco. Rigsby under center. Rigsby, 3-step drop, throws underneath, incomplete. He overthrew his receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. He was looking for Carnes once again, Gerald Carnes. .207 left in the first quarter. 2nd and 10 from the 42-yard line. Rigsby fakes the handoff, throws downfield. It's picked off by Mario Smith, the 6th-year safety out of Wisconsin. Picks it off at the 31-yard line. And the Bengals get the ball back. The 49er drive comes to a screeching halt. Nice pick by Mario Smith. That'll be 1st and 10. Cincinnati going the other way now. Up 7-0. Here late in the first quarter. 2:03 left in the first. The first of our late afternoon games here in week 8 here at Jammin' Sports. Evil Dead's got the Bengals by 2. On 1st and 10, Nolan under center. Nolan, hands off, no, play action looking. Nolan's going to take off. A across the 40, nobody there. Across midfield, out to the 47-yard line. A 22-yard run by Michael Nolan into 49er territory. Nobody open, I'll just take off and run. If you're going to give me all that open field, I'm going to take it. 1st and 10 at the 49er 47-yard line. A minute 35 and counting here in the first quarter. In the I formation, Nolan fakes the handoff. Watch out. He got hit as he threw. Incomplete. That's Kyle Duncan, the 5th-year linebacker out of Miami, putting the pressure on Nolan. It'll be 2nd and 10 off the incompletion. We've got baseball later on at 7 o'clock Eastern, a baseball doubleheader, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. On 2nd and 10, Nolan throws downfield, caught by Jackson. Tyler Jackson down to the 32-yard line. A gain of 15 and a Bengal first down. He caught the touchdown pass earlier, the 47-yard touchdown pass. The 5th-year receiver out of West Virginia, Tyler Jackson. Jack Morgan made the tackle, the 5th-year defensive back out of Texas A&M. We're coming up on a minute left here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 Bengals at the 49er 32. Nolan hands off to Granger, and Eric Granger, no gain. On the tackle, number 58, Thomas Gaithers, the linebacker. It'll be 2nd and 10, 40 seconds and counting. Left to play here in the first quarter. Bengals spread the receivers out. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan back. It's a blitz, and they get him as he throws. Incomplete. Bringing the pressure, number 90. That's Cedric Henderson in his 12th year out of Hampton, And that'll bring up 3rd and 10. That'll stop the clock. 26 seconds left in the first. 3rd and 10 from the 49er 32. Nolan in the gun. Nolan draws back. Nolan throws, and it's caught. No, incomplete. Looking for Granger. Broken up by Gaithers. And that'll bring up 4th down. 49er defense stiffens up and holds. This will be a 49-yard field goal attempt by Luke Jones to put the Bengals up by 10. This one from 49 yards. Hill to hold. Snap, kick is up. The kick is good. He nailed it from 49 yards. And the Bengals take a 10-0 lead. 17 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio, week number 8 here at Jammin' Sports. The 4-3 49ers, the 5-2 Bengals. Boy, we got a big crowd here today. Thank you so much for being here at Jammin' Sports. We have a good time here. This is the 3rd game of our triple header today. We've got baseball coming up later at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific. So the Bengals now with a 10-0 lead. Luke Jones will kick off. Fielded by Armstrong at the 2-yard line over the 20-25. And Vince Armstrong brings it out to the 26-yard line. 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. Earlier today, the Ravens defeated the Browns. And the game right before this one, the Panthers upset the Bears. Those 2 games are in our video section if you want to check them out. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby to Foreman up the middle, and Chuck Foreman makes a nice move. He's gone. 74 yards. See ya. Touchdown. 49ers. He made a move outside and he was gone. A 74-yard touchdown run by Chuck Foreman. And he still has great speed. And just like that, the 49ers can tie it up. He made a move outside and he was gone. There was no outside containment whatsoever. And now Dylan Lamont will come on for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. I spoke too soon. The Bengals are up 10-7. The 49ers do not tie it up, but they get on the board. It's now a one-possession game. I still thought it was tied at 7. Bengals up 10-7 with 4 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Takes San Francisco one play to get back in the game. And now Lamont will kick off with 4 seconds left in the quarter. Bengals up 10-7. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead. Evil Dead's got the Bengals -2 in this one. Evil Dead is now 54-38 on the season. 16 games up. Lamont will kick off. Fielded by Tyler at the 1-yard line over the 20, 25, and Tyler out to the 28. And that's the end of the first quarter. Bengals up 10-7 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week number 8. The 49ers are in first place with a 4-3 record in the NFC West. A half game up on the Saints right now. And the Bengals are currently tied with Indianapolis atop the AFC Central at 5-2. First and 10 from the 28-yard line. Michael Nolan, the quarterback, in the shotgun. Nolan to Granger. And Eric Granger gets out to the 32-yard line, a gain of 3. James Wembley on the tackle, the 9th-year linebacker out of Missouri. Going to bring up 2nd and 7. Michael Nolan under center on 2nd down. Nolan to Granger again, gets outside, across the 40 to the 41. A gain of 9 and a Bengal first down. First and 10 Bengals at their own 41-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Nolan under center. Nolan hands off to Granger up the middle, and Granger across midfield. Flag is down as he gets out to about the 47-yard line. This may be coming back. Holding on Cincinnati. On the wide receiver, Kedrick Mosley. It'll be 1st and 16. So that happened 4 yards downfield. It's a spot foul. Across the line of scrimmage, it's a spot foul. Under 7 minutes left to play here in the first half. Bengals up 10-7. 4 receivers set wide. Nolan drops back. Dumps it across the middle to Jackson. And Tyler Jackson out to the 45, a gain of 10. That'll bring up 2nd and 7. Make it a gain of 9. Bengals up 10-7. 6.5 minutes left in the half. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Cincinnati at their own 45. 4 receivers set wide. Nolan Inside handoff to Granger up the middle. And Granger gets to the 50-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 2. On the tackle, James Wembley, the 9th-year linebacker out of Missouri. 6 minutes now left to play in the half. 3rd and 2 from the 50-yard line. Nolan to Granger again, and Granger breaks free across the 40 to the 38-yard line. A gain of 12 for Eric Granger and a Cincinnati first down. On the tackle, number 31, Sam Black, the rookie safety out of Missouri. But it's a first down for Cincinnati. A rather unorthodox formation. Nolan hands off to Westbrook, but it works. Westbrook all the way down to the 25-yard line. LeBron Westbrook, 13 yards on the unconventional formation. It caught the 49ers off guard. 13 yards and a Bengal first down. LeBron Westbrook in his 3rd year out of Ohio State. Five minutes left to play in the first half. Michael Nolan under center. Nolan hands off to Rose. Marcus Rose right up the gut to the 17-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 3. The 2nd-year running back out of the University of Washington. Nice long sustained drive by Cincinnati. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the 49ers 17-yard line. Nolan pump fakes, hands off to Rose. Rose gets nailed for a 3-yard loss by Hunter Brookings. Brookings came in on the corner blitz and made the stop in his 6th year out of Oklahoma State. It was a nice corner blitz. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Bengals at their own 20-yard line, or at the 49er 20-yard line. We're coming up on 4 minutes left in the half. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan draws back, throws outside to Westbrook, down the sideline. Westbrook inside the 10, all the way down to the 6. A gain of 14 yards by LeBron Westbrook on the swing pass. 1st and goal, Cincinnati. That was a nice bit of running by Westbrook after the catch. Breaking tackles and getting down to the 6-yard line. It's worth another look. It'll be 1st and goal from the 6. 3.5 minutes left and counting here in the first half. Michael Nolan under center. Nolan hands off to Rose, and Marcus Rose is in for the touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run by Marcus Rose, and the Bengals are back up by 2 possessions, 16-7. A 6-yard touchdown run by Marcus Rose. And now Luke Jones will come on for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Bengals lead at 17-7. 3:21 left to play here in the first half. Live from Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week number 8 here at Jammin' Sports. The 4-3 49ers, the 5-2 Bengals. If San Francisco loses, they will be tied for first with the Saints in the NFC West at 4-4. If the Bengals were to lose, they would fall to second place and be tied with the Steelers. And the Colts would be in first place in the AFC Central. Kickoff fielded by Gordon at the 3-yard line over the 20. And Eric Gordon brings it out to the 25-yard line. 3:16 left to play in the half. 49ers down by 10. Let's see if they can make it a one-possession game before halftime. We've got baseball coming up later at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific. We'll have Game 3 of the American League Championship Series between the Mariners and the White Sox. And that'll be followed by Game 3 of the National League Championship Series between the Phillies and the Giants. 1st and 10 from the 25. Rigsby, play action, throws downfield. It's caught by Mitchell. Pete Mitchell out to the 49, a gain of 24 yards to the big tight end. First down, 49ers. 3 minutes and counting here in the first half. That was very nearly picked off. It was mistimed, though, by the Bengal defensive back. First and 10, 49ers from their own 49. Rigsby under center. Rigsby hands off to Foreman. And Foreman's going to lose a yard back to the 48-yard line. Ross Browner on the tackle in his 10th year out of Florida, the defensive end. Now they say no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. 2.5 minutes left. 2-minute warning coming up here in the first half. Probably after this play. 49ers in the I formation. Rigsby, play action, throws down the middle, incomplete. And that'll stop the clock with 2:14 left. He was looking for Vince Armstrong. Missed his target. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, 4 receivers set wide. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby drops back. Throws to the near side. Caught by Mitchell. Out to the 43. A 9-yard gain. Make it an 8-yard gain. It'll be 4th and 2. He'll be just shy of the first down as we hit the 2-minute warning. Bengals up 17-7 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week number 8. When this week's over, we'll be halfway through the season. I think we still have 5 more games this week, I think. 5 more games on the schedule, I believe. Jackson Dawson gets the punt away. And that's going to go into the end zone touchback. The Bengals will have it at their own 20-yard line with 1:55 left to play. We're in the first half, and the Bengals are up 17-7. The Bengals can make it a 3-possession game if they were to get a touchdown on this drive. Let's see what the Bengals do here. They come out in the I formation. Mosley in motion. Nolan drops back. Nolan throws outside, incomplete. He was looking for Kedrick Mosley. He overthrew him. It'll be 2nd and 10. We'll take a look to next week to see who these teams play. San Francisco next week will host Arizona. And the Bengals are at Indianapolis next week. That's a big game in the AFC Central, as the Bengals and the Colts are currently tied for first. Nolan back. Nolan dumps it off to Mosley, and Mosley stumbles down at the 26-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. Kedrick Mosley in his 6th year out of Eastern Washington, the wide receiver. Neither team taking a timeout. They both have 3. A minute 30 in counting here in the first half. 3rd and 4 for the Bengals at their own 26. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan draws back. Throws, gets it out to Curtis. Isaac Curtis out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 17 yards to Isaac Curtis, the 4th-year receiver. Make that the 5th-year receiver out of Washington. First down, Bengals. And Cincinnati takes a timeout with 1:01 remaining here in the first half. Up 17-7. They have 2 timeouts left. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead bringing you the game. Feel free to use the chat room if you want to make comments or ask us questions. We have no problem with that. We will respond. Misty and Gracie are back. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan hands off to Granger, and Granger fumbles. Who comes up with it? I think the Bengals recovered. They're going to lose a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. They take a timeout. Davis is in the house. Good to see you, Davis. Gracie's back. Say hi, Gracie.
Hi.
How was work?
Good.
All right. It'll be 2nd and 11. $57 seconds left until halftime. She's giving a thumbs up. Gracie just got home from work. It'll be 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan draws back. Looks downfield. Throws deep. He's got a man. Jackson all the way down to the 21-yard line. A 36-yard reception by Tyler Jackson, the 5th-year receiver out of West Virginia, deep in the 49er territory. Bengals up 17-7, looking for more before halftime. She left the room, Davis. She's eating her McDonald's meal in the kitchen. She doesn't stay very long. She comes in, says hi, and then leaves.
I'm here.
Misty's here, though. You can say hi to Misty.
It's about 15 minutes and then we're going back.
1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Nolan under center. Nolan draws back. Nolan throws. Caught by Curtis. Touchdown, Bengals. A 21-yard touchdown catch by Isaac Curtis right before halftime. And the Bengals go up 23-7. Wow. The extra point will make it a 3-possession game. Davis says hi, Misty. She says hi. Davis is out in Arizona. Davis is out in Arizona. He lives in Phoenix. We live in Nashville. Well, just outside. Luke Jones for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Bengals lead it 24-7. A 3-possession lead by the Bengals with 20 seconds left to play here in the first half. The Bengals have pretty much dominated the first half. If you remember, last season, the Bengals finished with the best record in the AFC at 12-4. They beat the Browns in the divisional round, but they lost to the Jets in the AFC Championship. But the Bengals are definitely good again. They come in at 5-2, trying to get to 6-2 at the halfway point. And now Luke Jones will kick off. Fielded by Gordon at the 3-yard line over the 20, 25, 30, out to the 32-yard line. Eric Gordon, the rookie out of Texas, brings it back. 16 seconds left. Davis has been quite pleasant before. This is not unusual. It's just that there's nobody playing that he hates. If it was like the Dolphins or the Bills, he'd be saying kill the Finns or kill the Bills. 1st and 10, 49ers. Rigsby in the shotgun. Looks downfield, throws outside. It's picked off by Mario Reese. He stays in bounds. That's going to be, he gets tackled at the 8. I thought he had a pick 6. Foreman picks him off at the 8-yard line. Mario Smith picks it off and brings it back to the 8-yard line with 9 seconds left. And now the Bengals have a chance to score again before halftime. They still have a timeout. They can take a shot at the end zone. Mario Smith in his 6th year out of Wisconsin. Foreman made the touchdown-saving tackle there. The Broncos aren't playing, Davis. Nine seconds left. The Bengals still have a timeout. They'll take a shot at the end zone. But they can't take too much time. Michael Nolan under center. Nolan draws back. And he's going to take off. And he gets down to the 4-yard line. A gain of 4. There'll be 2nd and goal. Just 3 seconds left. So the Bengals will come out. They'll come out and they'll kick the field goal. It'll keep it a 3-possession game. But it'll put them up by 20. And he almost had that, is right. This will give the Bengals a 20-point lead going into halftime. Bengals have dominated the first half. I thought this game would be much closer. Luke Jones, this will be from 21 yards. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. And we hit halftime. Halftime score, the Bengals 27, the 49ers 7. Here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week number 8. The 4-3 49ers, the 5-2 Bengals. The Bengals dominated the first half. They lead at 27-7. San Francisco will receive the second half kickoff and a chance to get back in the game. If you're watching this on a computer or a laptop, the schedule and standings are down below, so you can check out how important this game is for both teams. There's the kickoff by Jones, fielded by Armstrong at the goal line over the 15, 20, 25. Vince Armstrong, nice return. out to the 37-yard line. The fourth-year receiver out of Miami, Vince Armstrong. And now Clayton Rigsby, there's his first half stats. Yeah, the Vols are up big. They're playing UT San Antonio. What do you expect? I don't know why they schedule games like that. It'll be 1st and 10 San Francisco at their own 37-yard line. The 49ers are down by 3 touchdowns. Oregon's beating Colorado 35-0. Wow, Dion's having a hissy. Rigsby looking, throws underneath to Mitchell, and Pete Mitchell, a flag is down. And this may be a face mask on the Bengals, I think so. On Keaton Walters, the linebacker. And that's going to move the ball all the way down to the Cincinnati 38-yard line. That's going to have a humbling effect on Dion, I think, if that score holds up. Appreciate the college scores updates. If anybody has a college score they want to share, please feel free and update us. I like to keep up with what's going on. 1st and 10, 49ers from the 38-yard line. You're probably going to cut the whole team. Rigsby under center. Rigsby hands off to Foreman. And Foreman makes a nice move. Foreman outside. He's gone again. Touchdown. Foreman. Wow. Wow. A 37-yard touchdown run by Chuck Foreman. His second touchdown of the game. He's got to be close to 100 yards already. He had a 74-yard run earlier. We'll check his yardage as soon as we can. So it's now a 14-point game, and Dylan Lamont for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. It's now a 13-point lead for the Bengals. 27-14 as the 49ers are trying to work their way back into this game. We're live from Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week number 8 here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along. The third game of our triple header. We started at 1 o'clock Eastern like we do every Saturday. 1 Eastern, 10 Pacific is when we started earlier today. That's usually the time we're on Saturday is 1 o'clock Eastern. We'll be on tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern with more football and baseball for you tomorrow. There's the kick. Tyler, 2 yards deep over the 15, 20, 25. And he brings it out to the 27-yard line. That's Corey Tyler, the second-year receiver out of Florida. So the Bengals up by 13 with 7:28 left here in the third quarter. Michael Nolan, the quarterback, will come out. Earlier today, the Ravens came from behind to beat the Browns, and the Panthers upset the Bears. Those two games are in our video section if you want to check it out. We'll be posting those games to YouTube a little bit later. 4 receivers set wide. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan drops back, dumps it off to Mosley, and Kedrick Mosley out to the 34-yard line. A gain of 7. It'll bring up 2nd and 3. Sam Black made the tackle, the rookie safety out of Miami. It'll bring up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line. We'll have more football for you tomorrow at 5 Eastern. After this tonight, we have baseball for you, a doubleheader of baseball. On 2nd and 3 from the 34-yard line. Nolan takes it himself, doesn't go far. He's going to lose a yard. James Wimbley on the tackle. The linebacker in his 9th year out of Missouri. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 4 for the Bengals. And in case you're wondering, I'll answer the elephant in the room. Yes, it's Madden 19. but it's on a PS5, which really cleans up the game, makes it look so good, and it plays a lot better. And Madden 19 simply is better than 20 through 24. It is, hands down. 3rd and 4, Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan back, throws outside to Granger. Down the sideline, he's got the first down across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 16 by Eric Granger, the rookie out of UCLA. And for anybody who doesn't believe me that Madden 19 is better than the newer ones, check it out yourself. Do a side-by-side comparison yourself.
Tennessee 31, Notre Dame 0.
Misty just gave me an update. Tennessee's up 31-0 over UT San Antonio. Thank you, Misty. Ohio State, Notre Dame, they play later tonight, don't they? 1st and 10, Nolan. And he gets sacked. Actually, no gain. It'll be a rush for no yards. It'll be 2nd and 10. On the tackle, Cedric Henderson for the 49ers. That's a big matchup tonight. Ohio State, Notre Dame. Who does Alabama play tonight? Savannah State? I think Alabama's playing Gonzaga. 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Nolan in the shotgun. Little sisters on the 4. Nolan to Granger up the middle. That was funny. Granger out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5. That'll bring up 3rd and 5. Sam Black again on the tackle, the safety for San Francisco. 5.5 minutes left. Your team ranked. 3rd and 5. Nolan in the shotgun. Back to throw. Gets it downfield to Nick Austin, the tight end, down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 8 to Nick Austin, the 8th-year tight end out of Texas, and a Bengals first down. Cincinnati leads it by a score 27-14 here in the 3rd quarter. Coming up on 5 minutes left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Good crowd here this afternoon. I appreciate it. We have baseball later at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. Nolan hands off to Marcus Rose. And Rose gets out to the 32-yard line. A gain of 3 yards would bring up 2nd and 7. On the tackle, number 94 for the 49ers. That's Palmer, Kerry Palmer, in his 8th year at Louisiana Lafayette. Bama's tied with Mississippi. Okay, at least they're playing a conference game. 3rd and 7. Nolan to Westbrook. And Westbrook makes his way down to the 29. LeBron Westbrook. It's a gain of 3 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 4 for the Bengals at the 49er 29-yard line. Yeah, Mississippi is a good team this year. And as of late, Alabama has had trouble with Mississippi and Ole Miss, both. Under 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 4. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan throws to Tyler, incomplete. That was broken up by number 32. That's Mark Collins, the 8th-year defensive back out of Ole Miss. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Bengals will have to kick a field goal. Nice defensive play by Collins, slapping the ball away from Corey Tyler. And now Luke Jones will come on. This will be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It would put the Bengals up by 16. Snap, kick is up. Right down the pipe. It's good. The Bengals lead at 30-14. It's still a 2-possession lead. 3:46 left to play here in the third quarter. We're live from Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week number 8 here at Jammin' Sports. Coming up tonight at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific time, we'll have Game 3 of the American League Championship Series between the Mariners and the White Sox. And that'll be followed by Game 3 of the National League Championship Series between the Phillies and the Giants. We hope you join us for those. That's after football at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific time. Luke Jones will kick off. Fielded by Armstrong at the 3-yard line. And Armstrong gets out to the 28-yard line. And that's where the 49ers will have it, down by 16. In fact, those baseball games will start in 90 minutes from now, hour and a half from right now. It's now 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 on the West Coast. It's the only bad thing about Twitch, and it's really not Twitch's fault, time zones. I live in the Central Time Zone, and Rigsby looking, throws, gets it out to Carnes, and Carnes out to the 37-yard line, a gain of 9. Gerald Carnes, they're bringing up 2nd and 1. It's like during the week when I'm on at 8 o'clock Eastern, it's 5 o'clock out west. Some people aren't back home from work yet. And like today, we started at 1 Eastern. That's 10 in the morning in the West Coast. Some people might not be up. They might be doing stuff. But it is what it is. Rigsby hands off to Foreman. And Foreman gets about half a yard. Mario Smith on the tackle to bring up 30 inches. So big third down coming up for San Francisco. Down by 16 points. Under 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby to Foreman. Foreman's got the first down. Out to the 41-yard line, a gain of 3. First down, San Francisco. Those that come and watch my channel from out west are usually not on, or usually not here unless it's the weekend. It's hard for them to be on during the week because it's still 5 o'clock out there when I start. But nothing I can do about that. Rigsby under center on 1st and 10. Rigsby, play action, throws, caught by Carnes, all the way down to the 41-yard line, a gain of 18. First down, 49ers. Davis, well, you're kind of west. You're Arizona. You're mountain time. Well, you're Pacific time half the year and mountain time the other half of the year.
UT 31, 17-0.
Tennessee Vols are up 31-0 at halftime on UT San Antonio. 1st and 10, 49ers at the Bengal 41. Rigsby under center. Rigsby, play action, looking, throws, incomplete. He had a man wide open. He had Vince Armstrong wide open, and he missed him. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10, and that'll stop the clock with 1:38 left. That probably would have been a touchdown, or very close to it. 2nd and 10 from the 41. 49ers come out, 4 receivers set wide. Rigsby under center. Rigsby to Foreman, gets outside. Foreman works his way out to the 36-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. My day job, I get off work at 6, but I live very close to where I work. So by 7 o'clock Central Time, I can be on, which is 8 o'clock Eastern. I can't really be on any earlier than that. 3rd and 5 from the 36. Rigsby back. Rigsby throws. Incomplete. That was broken up by Leon Hall in his 13th year out of Michigan. And that'll bring up fourth down. Decision time for San Francisco. They're down by 16. We're late in the third quarter. The intended receiver was Robert Grant, the rookie out of TSU, Tennessee State. Obviously, I don't believe in retired uniforms. He's wearing Jerry Rice's number. They're going to try a field goal. This will be from 53 yards. Dylan Lamont on 4th and 5. The kick is up, and that's not even close. Even the referee moved his leg to get out of the way. Do you see that? The 49ers come up empty. It's curious, they don't show the refs on the replays for some reason. I don't know why. There'll be a turnover on downs, and the Bengals will take over, and Cincinnati's going to have great field position. They're already up by 16. They'll have it at their own 43-yard line with 59 seconds left here in the third quarter. Once again, earlier today, the Ravens beat the Browns 21-18, and the Panthers beat the Bears. Both those games are in the video section. 1st and 10, Nolan hands off to Granger. Eric Granger makes his way out to the 46, a gain of 3. It'll bring up 2nd and 7. James Wembley, the linebacker, on the tackle. Baseball coming up at 7 Eastern, but I will go over the football schedule tomorrow so you know. I'll go over the football schedule tomorrow right after this. On 2nd and 7 from the 46-yard line. Granger up the middle, across midfield to the 47. And that's going to be a gain of 8 and a first down for the Bengals. All right, let's see here. Let me look at my schedule. Tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern, we'll have a doubleheader for you. It'll be Detroit at Green Bay and Tampa Bay at Minnesota. That's the schedule for tomorrow. And that'll be followed by baseball once again. Nolan on 1st and 10. Throws downfield, caught by Austin. And that's the end of the third quarter. 49ers up 30-14 here at Jammin' Sports. We start the fourth quarter live from Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. The Bengals well in control here in this one. Up 30-14. And it's 1st and 10 for Cincinnati at the San Francisco 37-yard line. The Bengals can make this a 3-possession game. 3 receivers to the far side. Michael Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan fakes the handoff. Throws outside to Austin, and Nick Austin down to the 35. A gain of just 2. Thomas Gaithers, the linebacker, on the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 8. For those that are new here, the other elephant in the room, you're probably scratching your head on the rosters. I'm on sim season number 32. All the original players are gone. I started way back in the year 2000 with Madden 2001 on the PS2. This is my 32nd sim season. Nobody that was originally on is left. These are different draft classes and things brought in. On 2nd and 8, Nolan hands off to Granger up the middle, and Granger to the 32-yard line. A gain of 3 more. It'll be 3rd and 5. On the tackle, number 95, that's Shane Dronette in his 8th year out of Alcorn State. I've got the rosters in front of me, by the way, in case you're wondering. I'm not making it up. 3rd and 5 from the 32-yard line. 4 receivers wide. Nolan back. Nolan steps up. He's going to take off. He's got the first down. down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 5. Move the chains. First down, Bengals. Tell you what, the Bengals have really dominated this game, especially here in the second half. If the Bengals hold on, they'll be 6-2 at the halfway point. The 49ers, if they don't come back, they're going to be 4-4, tied with New Orleans for first place in the NFC West. I'll address now the other elephant in the room in just a second. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Nolan to Rose, and Marcus Rose, 5 yards to the 22-yard line. For those that are new, my divisions are not the same as the NFL's. I only use 30 teams, not 32. There's 6 divisions, each with 5 teams each. 3 in each conference. West, Central, West, Central, and East. On 2nd and 5, Nolan looking, throws, incomplete. Who has the tiebreaker with who? 49ers and Saints? The Saints do at the moment. San Francisco and New Orleans have played once already. They'll play again in a couple of weeks in New Orleans. But the Saints won the earlier meeting, so they have the tiebreaker at the moment. It'll be 3rd and 5 at the 22-yard line. Another big 3rd down. Nolan in the shotgun. Nolan drops back, throws down the middle, caught by Curtis. A flag is down. I think they're going to get the Bengals or the 49ers for a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
It's on Brian Parker in his 6th year out of California. Half the distance to the goal line. 1st and goal from the 4. 5:58 left. The Bengals will make this a 3-possession game with any type of score here. They're up by 16. I don't think there's enough time for the 49ers to come back, unless they get a stop here. If they go down by 3 scores, you can forget it. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Bengals come out in the I formation. Nolan to Rose, touchdown. Marcus Rose, a 4-yard touchdown run. He made it look easy. The 2nd year back out of the University of Washington. And the 49ers are up 36-14. A 22-point lead. Evil Dead's going to get this one right. Luke Jones for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Bengals up by 23. 37-14. A 3-touchdown, 3-possession lead for the Bengals with 5:45 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Looking at the rest of the schedule this week, Indianapolis is currently tied with the Bengals atop the AFC Central with a 5-2 record. Indianapolis plays at Pittsburgh. That's the Monday night game to wrap up the week. Tomorrow we'll have Detroit at Green Bay and Tampa Bay at Minnesota. And that will be at 5 o'clock Eastern time. We may even get a 3rd game in tomorrow. Denver at Seattle, if we have time. We'll see. Here's the kickoff by Jones. Fielded by Gordon at the 4-yard line over the 15, 20, 25. And Eric Gordon brings it out to the 27-yard line. First down, 49ers. They're down by 3 touchdowns. They need 3 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. $5:41 left to play in regulation. I smell overtime. Not. First and 10 from the 27. 4 receivers set wide. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby drops back, pump fakes, looks downfield, rolls out. Rigsby's going to take off. He fumbles, and the Bengals get it back. He was blown up by Keaton Walters, the linebacker. He promptly fumbled, and Walters pounces on the loose football, and now the Bengals get it back. This one is getting ugly. This one is turning into a rout. Keaton Walters, the third-year linebacker out of Maryland, just blew him up. And now Michael Nolan will come back out to lead the offense for Cincinnati with 5.5 minutes left, 5:33 on the clock. Evil Dead took the Bengals by 2. I think they're going to cover. I have a feeling they're going to cover. It's just a feeling I have. On first and 10, Nolan in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands off to Granger up the middle. Eric Granger plowing forward down to the 22-yard line. A gain of 10. Another Bengal first down. Granger's had a solid day on the ground, getting big yardage when they needed it. Yeah, I'm going out on a limb. Looking ahead once again to next week. If the Colts beat the Steelers later this week, that Cincinnati-Indianapolis game next week is going to be a monster game. The Bengals play the Colts next week, and that could be for first place. Nolan, play action. Nolan's going to take off, and he gets 2 yards out to the 20-yard line. Michael Walter, the linebacker, on the tackle. Make it a 1-yard game. It'll be 2nd and 9. The 49ers next week will host Arizona. And the 49ers blew away Arizona a couple of weeks ago. 45-21. Back in week 5. 2nd and 9. Nolan in the shotgun. Sets up a screen pass to Granger. Incomplete. James Wembley kind of messed that pass up. The linebacker. It'll bring up 3rd and 9. That'll stop the clock with 4:17 left here in the fourth quarter. Nolan in the shotgun on 3rd down. Takes the snap, hands off to Granger up the middle, and Granger very nearly got the first down. He gets down to the 12. It'll be 4th and 1. They needed 9. He got 8. On the tackle, Sam Black, the rookie safety out of Miami. It'll be 4th down. The Bengals will kick another field goal. They're up by 23. This will put them up by 26. This will make it a 4-possession game. On 4th and 1, Luke Jones, and this will be from 29. Kick is up, and it is good. 26-point lead, a 4-possession lead for the Bengals, 40-14. The Bengals have put 40 up on the 49ers today. Wow. Dominance, Bengal dominance today. 3:46 left to play in regulation. We're live from Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week number 8 here at Jammin' Sports. Now, all eyes are going to be on that Indianapolis-Pittsburgh game later this week. If the Colts win that game, that sets up a monster matchup next week. There's the kickoff. Gordon from the 2-yard line, out over the 20, 25. And Eric Gordon out to the 28. 3:42 left. San Francisco down by 26 points. That's a lot. Earlier this morning, before football, we actually did a couple of basketball games. You can check those out in the video section too. The Dallas Golden State game was really good. Went down to the wire. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby drops back. Throws downfield. Caught by Carnes. Gerald Carnes out to the 45. A gain of 17. First down, 49ers. No, I want to make sure I have time to get 2 baseball games in today. We'll probably be taking about an hour break as it is. Baseball doesn't start till 7 Eastern. About an hour and 10 minutes from now. 1st and 10, Rigsby. Dumps it off, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 3:11 left. I know why Evil Dead asked that. He wants to get another win under his belt. Second and 10 from the 45-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby to Foreman up the middle. And Foreman across midfield. Gets it out to the 45 of the Bengals. That'll be a 10-yard gain. Foreman 141 yards rushing today, but in a losing cause. The Bengal defense now is not playing as tight as they did earlier. They're playing a little bit more looser with a 26-point lead. They're letting the 49ers get the short yardage. It eats up time. 1st and 10 from the 45 of Cincinnati. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby back. Rigsby throws down the middle to Foreman inside the 30. And Chuck Foreman down to the 23-yard line. A gain of 22 yards. First down, San Francisco. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. Let's see how much time is left on the clock. 2:19 and counting. They have time for one more play. Rigsby in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Rigsby drops back. Looking downfield, throws. Dumps it off to Baker. Landon Baker down to the 18. That's the 2-minute warning. Bengals up 40 to 14 here at Javits Sports. Welcome back to Paul Brown Stadium, Cincinnati, Ohio. Week number 8. A decidedly one-sided game. The Bengals up 40 to 14 on San Francisco. They just threw a pass to Landon Baker for 5 yards, down to the Bengal 18-yard line. Baker, the 6th-year receiver out of Tennessee. It'll be 2nd and 5. The only drama left in this one is, will the 49ers score again? Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby back. Dumps it off to Foreman. Down to the 14, a gain of 4. He's very close. It'll be 3rd and inches. Neither team taking a timeout. You're up by 26. What do you want? You're not going to take a timeout. You just want to get out of Dodge. 3rd and inches from the 14-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Rigsby in the gun. Rigsby drops back, throws, and it's nearly picked off, but Mitchell holds on to it. Down to the 5-yard line. Mario Smith, he didn't time that out very well. He could have picked that off. But Pete Mitchell holds on. It'll be a 9-yard gain down to the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, 49ers. The 14th year tight end out of UCLA, Pete Mitchell. Clock is running. 1:10 and counting. 1st and goal from the 5. They spread the receivers out. Rigsby in the shotgun. Rigsby drops back. Rigsby looking. A flag is down. Rigsby throws. Incomplete. Had to throw it away. Let's check out the flag. This is going to be on the 49ers. Yep, it's on San Fran. Aaron Burchett, the right tackle. And that's going to push it back. It'll be first and goal from the 15-yard line with 53 seconds left. Bengals up comfortably by 26, 40-14. Evil Dead is going to be 55 and 38 overall with his picks. 17 up. Rigsby drops back. Rigsby throws outside. Caught by Foreman. And Foreman gets a yard down to the 14-yard line. On the tackle, Mario Reese. It'll be second and goal from the 14-yard line. Foreman's had a big day, but the rest of the 49ers haven't. Foreman's very close to 150 yards rushing. So you started the day up 18, but you've lost 2. So you're up 16, you'd be up by 17. Yeah, you're 55 and 38. I got a running tally here. I have this 8x5 index card with your name on it. Gotta keep up with this. Second and goal from the 14-yard line. Rigsby back. Throws to the end zone. Mitchell, touchdown. 49ers. Pete Mitchell, the tight end, in the back of the end zone. A 14-yard touchdown catch. That'll make the final score, make the game look closer than it really was. So it's now a 20-point Bengal lead.
Joey, when I was sending my picture.
I smell overtime.
Joey, when I was sending my picture.
What?
Your car.
Oh.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I'm updating it. They're going to review this. In fact, I had to start a second card because the first one got filled up. He definitely got both feet in. This should stand. Good crowd here this afternoon. I appreciate it so much. Ruling on the field stands. A good touchdown. So the Bengals are now up by 20. What was your over-under, Evil Dead? 60? Dylan Lamont for the extra point. It's up. And it's good. The over-under is now at 61. 49ers up 40-21. A 19-point lead. Still a 3-possession lead. 42. Should have took the over on this one. I should have took the over. "41 seconds mercifully left in this game. This one's been over for a while. Bengals up by 19, 40-21. In just over an hour from now, we'll have our baseball doubleheader. There's the kick. Fielded by Cooper at the goal line over the 20, 25. And Steve Cooper brings it out to the 27-yard line. 38 seconds left. Excuse me. Not every game can be a close game. Sometimes you have woofers like this one. It just goes with the territory. Some games are close and some are not. First and 10 from the 27-yard line. 38 seconds left. Bengals will just run some running plays here. Nothing fancy. Nolan hands off to Granger. And Granger gets to the 26. Loss of a yard. Neither team taking a timeout. The 49ers know they can't win, so they're not even bothering with a timeout. So if that's the case, they really don't have to snap it again. The Bengals are going to go to 6-2 at the halfway point, and the 49ers are going to drop to 4-4, and the 49ers will be in a tie with the Saints for first place in the NFC West. All right, the final seconds tick away. Your final score is Cincinnati 40, San Francisco 21. Baseball in an hour. We'll see you then.